people are choosing to pick Joe Rogan and other media sources rather than traditional news sources. According to a new report today, and saw today, it says 1/5 of sampled groups of Americans came across news or commentary from podcasters Joe Rogan in the last week following the presidential inauguration. Okay, they're playing a far bigger role in dissemination in the United States, contributing to the further erosion of traditional media. You love to see it, guys. Traditional media lie and lie and lie, and then they laugh at the people when we start to, listen to different news sources. This is great to see. Like, everybody I know listens to different news sources. Joe Rogan, YouTube, even I'm starting to put up a lot more content, political content. Hopefully people are choosing to pick me over the traditional news source. I give a fair, unbiased opinion, and I actually choose to report on news topics that aren't just traditional news topics, guys. Okay, we want to report on things that the news isn't covering, okay? Because the media picks its different agendas, it picks its different topics that they want to choose, and they don't tell the whole truth, So most traditional news sources are pretty much dead in the water, okay, have been for the last 10 years. Since the invention of the internet, it's great to see that people are now being eclipsed, okay? It says the Reuters Institute of Study of Journalism said its annual digital report, which based an online survey of almost 100,000 people in 48 markets, including the US, said that more people are switching to, the news websites and apps, okay, and the viral videos, social media videos, rather than, of course, the mainstream media. The trend is particularly acute among young Americans. Over half of people under 35 rely on social media. The report found, it says that 44% of people aged 18 to 24 said these networks are their main source of news. So everyone that's under, 24, just watches the news sources on the internet, guys. Nobody really watches TV or any bullshit like that anymore. Most of it lies. So it's great to see that Tucker Carlson, these great big people, top creators, Megyn Kelly, Candace Owens, Ben Shapiro, Brian Tyler Cohen, and David Pakman on the left. Okay, big people on each side are now reporting on news. And it's huge, guys. These are just massive numbers that I think traditional media like the newspapers and the TV are going to be completely gone in the next couple of years. So great to see. Now, the second video we have, guys, is Tucker Carlson talking about Iran with Ted Cruz. And Ted Cruz hasn't even got a clue about what the hell is going on over there. No population. He doesn't know anything about Iran whatsoever. So this one is hilarious, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Of course, Tucker Carlson absolutely eviscerates him. So let's hear it.
How many people live in Iran, by the way?
I don't know the population.
At all?
No, I don't know the population.
You don't know the population of the country you seek to topple?
How many people live in Iran?
92 million.
Okay. Yeah,
How could you not know that?
I don't sit around memorizing population tables.
Well, it's kind of relevant because you're calling for the overthrow of the government.
And it's funny because most people, when the Iraq war started, most people, when the Afghanistan war started, the war on terror, so to speak, started, most Americans, they did a study, couldn't even show on a map where, goddammit, these places were. Iraq, Afghanistan, they didn't even know where these wars were taking place. So it was just insane, the level of hiding it from the public, these attacks and this kind of stuff, and these sort of invasions into countries is unprecedented because nobody even knows what they're attacking. It's just crazy.
Why is it relevant whether it's 90 million or 80 million or 100 million? Why is that relevant?
Because if you don't know anything about the country...
I didn't say I don't know anything about
Okay, what's the ethnic mix of Iran?
They are Persians and predominantly Shia. Okay, this is cute.
It's not even, you don't know anything about Iran. So actually
I am not the Tucker Carlson expert on Iran.
You're a senator who's calling for the overthrow of the government.
You're the one who
claims anything about the country.
No, you don't know anything about the country. You're the one who claims they're not trying to murder Donald Trump. You're the one who can't figure out if it was a good idea to kill General Soleimani, and you said it was bad.
You don't believe they're trying to murder Trump?
Yes.
This is about, of course, Iran and Israel fighting and hitting bombs, dropping bombs on each other. Of course, absolutely crazy.
Because you're not calling for military strikes against them in retaliation. And if you really believe that...
We're carrying out military strikes today.
You said Israel was.
Right, with our help. I said we. Israel is leading them, but we're supporting them.
Well, you're breaking news here because the U.S. government last night denied, the National Security Council spokesman Alex Pfeiffer denied on behalf of Trump that we were acting on Israel's behalf in any offensive capacity.
No, we're not bombing them. Israel's bombing them.
You just said we were.
We are supporting Israel.
High stakes. You're a senator. If you're saying the United States government is at war with Iran right now, people are listening.
That's crazy. That's actually insane. So you know, it basically confirms what everyone's thinking. The United States do back Israel, and of course in the Palestine war and stuff like that, 1000%. I mean, this is basically openly admitting, we know Ted Cruz, and it's funny because a lot of people like Ted Cruz for the freedom of choice, freedom of speech and stuff like that, but we know now that really these freedoms are bullshit, guys, okay? They're just backed by certain countries in the Middle East, and if you can't support these countries in the Middle East, then you're not able to, you know, have this sort of conservative ideology. It's really crazy. It's gone absolutely insane. America supporting these places, that's big time. For Ted Cruz to say that we support them, the bombing and stuff, it's just crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. Tucker Carlson is a G. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I'm going to be doing a lot more videos, political videos, so make sure to tune in. Hit the join link underneath the video. Become a member today, and I'll see you guys all in the next one, man. Peace.